Do you want to be successful? Then I have an immediate request for you. Watch this video to the end, because in the very end, I will give you a simple but powerful practice that you can apply today. It's not magical, but it will trigger the inner mechanism of change. And also, don't forget to check out the faith and manifestation videos on the channel, because they're not just words, they're tools. Here on this channel, we collect the best ideas that have already changed the lives of thousands of people. You're next. Now let's get down to business. You know what the big illusion is? That success is something you have to catch up to, like it's a train you're always behind. But the truth is quite different. Success isn't something you catch up to. It's something you attract. And for that, you don't need to run anymore. You need to become someone who is worthy, willing, and able to hold it. Imagine a magnet. It doesn't scream. It doesn't chase. It doesn't beg. It just radiates. So do you. Either you radiate the qualities that success is drawn to, or you stay in a perpetual chase after mirages. Now stop and ask yourself this question. Who are you becoming right now, day by day? That's not a philosophy. It's a framework. You are not what you want. You are what you choose to be every day. You are what you do even when no one sees. You are the inner decision to be strong, honest, generous, purposeful. Because these are the qualities that success is drawn to. He's not going for chaos. He's going for clarity, purpose, action. To those who are evolving, to those who add value to this world. Tell me, do you have a purpose? Not just a dream, not a pretty collage, not an image from Pinterest, but a real, concrete, digitized goal? If I ask you now, what is your goal 5 years down the road? Would you be able to answer directly, confidently, without watering it down? Because if not, then you're not the one choosing the path. The path will choose you, and that's always a road to nowhere. The goal is a beacon. Without it, you're just drifting. Without it, your endeavors become endless clutter. You're wasting energy, but you're not making progress. Many people think failure is a sign to stop, but the truth is different. Failure is a test. Do you really want it? Are you willing to pay the price? The price is not money. The price is time, effort, discipline, giving up the familiar. Do you still want success? Know this, the road will not be easy. You will definitely be tired. You'll face misunderstandings, internal crises. You'll want to give up. But here's a secret. Hard times don't last forever, but strong people do. Strength isn't about muscles. It's about keeping going. When there's no inspiration, when there's no guarantee, when you're scared. I know what I'm talking about. At 25, I had nothing. No money, no prospects, not even faith in myself. But there was one moment that changed everything. I met a mentor, and he said a phrase that shook my consciousness. If you want something to change in your life, change yourself. And from then on, I didn't look for blame. I started looking for a way out. I realized I am not a victim of circumstances. I'm the creator of them. And if I want success to come to me, I must become the person to whom it will want to come. I started reading, listening, studying, not for the diploma, but for me. And you know what happened? When I changed, my whole life changed. New people came. Opportunities came. The energy changed. And so can you. Just don't wait for the world to give you a chance. Become someone who creates chances yourself. Imagine you're building a house. You can have a brilliant idea, a beautiful blueprint, but if the foundation is rotten, everything will collapse. And so it is in life. Your habits are your foundation. And if it's weak, no amount of motivation can save you. You can want millions. You can dream of recognition. You can even write your goals down in a beautiful notebook. But if you wake up every morning thinking, just 5 more minutes, you're sabotaging your dreams. Tell me, do you know what your habits are? No, not what you say to yourself on New Year's Eve. It's what you do when no one's looking. The things you do over and over again without even noticing. Because that's who you are. The real you. You want to know what your success will be? Look at your typical day. It predicts your future more accurately than any tarot card. For example, you want to be fit, but you eat erratically? You want to be rich, but you don't know how to manage what you have now? Want to be an expert, but only Netflix every night? Habits shape you slowly. You don't notice. But then one day you wake up and realize you are the result of what you did on a daily basis. Here's a simple test. Name 3 actions you repeat every day. Are they leading you toward your goal, or are they leading you away from it? Successful people are not heroes. They're just people who have developed a winning ritual. They get up earlier. They read more. They move even when they don't feel like it. They get things done rather than looking for excuses. Most importantly, they're consistent, because success doesn't like flashes. It likes a steady fire. You've seen people like that, right? They don't yell. They're not inspired. They just do. Every day, quietly, consistently. And years later, the whole world applauds. But you know what else sets them apart? Self-respect. It's discipline that is a form of love. It's saying to yourself, I will not betray my dreams for momentary comfort. Here's a question. Do you respect yourself, or do you allow yourself to backslide over and over again? If you respect yourself, you'll keep your word to yourself. If you don't, you'll find 1,000 reasons. Also, want to be respected? Start by respecting yourself in the little things. You can't be uncoordinated, scatterbrained, chaotic, and expect success to knock on your door. He's not looking for the casual. It's looking for the prepared. Now ask yourself a question that gives you goosebumps. If tomorrow life gave you exactly what you deserve by your habits, what would you get? That's the question that starts adulthood. A life where you don't hope, but create. Story. I was once someone who constantly started and quit, fire for 3 days, and then backslide. But one day I realized, quitting is easy, keeping going is hard. But that's what winning is all about. When you keep going, without applause, no likes, no inspiration, you keep going because you chose to. You can get up early, you can set goals, you can even be disciplined. But if there's a voice inside you that whispers, you can't do it, it's not about you. You'll be fighting not with circumstances, but with yourself. You see, it's not just about action. Your mind is the soil in which everything grows. And if that soil is rotten, no seed will bear fruit. Tell me, how do you talk to yourself? What sounds inside when you are alone? Do you support yourself, or do you devalue yourself? Because it is the internal dialogue that shapes the external outcome. You can practice, you can try, but if every day it sounds inside, who needs you? It's too late to start. Others are better. It's like you're hitting the brake, standing on the gas. Here's the truth. You can't surpass a version of yourself that you don't believe in. Your thinking isn't just a backdrop. It's the filter through which you perceive everything. 2 people are looking at the same thing. One says, problem. The other says, opportunity. Guess who wins? The one with the different filter. The filter is the thinking. Tell me, if we could hook up a projector and display everything you think about yourself on the wall, would you want to show it to others? Are you proud of your internal news feed, or is it time to rewrite it? Now for the medium, because your mind is like a sponge. It soaks up everything around it. You may be strong, but you're not iron. If you're around people who complain, criticize, live on autopilot, it will start to seep into you, unnoticeably. You will resist, but you will get tired of it. You'll become the same. Here's a simple law. Show me the 5 people you interact with most often, and I'll show you your bar. As I began to grow, I encountered the unexpected. Old friends began to drift apart. They weren't interested in discussing growth, books, goals. They called me to places that were fun but empty. I'd say no, and I'd hear back, are you better than us? Number, I'm not. I just don't want to live on minimum wage anymore. And if someone doesn't go with me, I go anyway. You don't have to explain yourself. You have to go. Remember, every person in your life is either a wing or an anchor. You can't have it both ways. Ask yourself, is your environment pulling you toward your dream? Or is it pulling you back to where everyone else is living like that? You can't change everything in a day, but you can stop holding on to things that haven't been yours for a long time. Now write in the comments, What thoughts are you letting go of from today? What connections is it time to loosen? What new ones do you want to build? This is your anchor. Write it down and feel the clarity come up inside. And subscribe, because the next part will be about the most powerful thing of all, about patience, about perseverance, about self-respect, about what makes a person resilient, not broken. Tell me, do you know how to keep going? When everyone is silent, when there's nothing to see ahead, no likes, no support, no results, because that's when the real you is born. The world teaches us to chase the fast one. Motivation for an hour, results in a week. How to make money in 3 days sounds beautiful, but the truth is different. Success is a marathon, not a sprint. It's a system. It's repetition. It's honoring yourself in silence. Discipline is not the enemy of freedom. It's the mother of it. You will not be free as long as you are a slave to your emotions. Real strength is not in getting started. It's about not giving up in the middle. You're like a sculptor. Every effort is a blow to the marble. Maybe you can't see it from the outside, but on the inside, the form is already taking shape. Tell me, are you ready to keep hitting? Even if no one can see you? Even if you're tired? Now let's talk about something everyone forgets. Patience. You can't plant a seed and get a tree tomorrow. It's against the laws of life. But people give up because they don't see results right away. And all the strongest things mature in the invisible. You can't see it, but it's happening. And if you stop, you'll never know how close you were to a breakthrough. I mean, you were there when you almost got it. And then you gave up. Now imagine, if you kept going, where would you be now? Now you're making a contribution. You can't be a success magnet if all you do is take. You have to give. Success loves those who give, shares, helps, supports. You don't have to be everything to everyone, but you can be something important to someone. Become the person you want to thank. For example, the most successful businesses aren't the ones that are the best at selling. They're the ones who are the best at solving problems. You too are a brand. The question isn't, how do I become successful? It's, what value do I bring to the table? You're not here to consume. You are here to change someone's life. By your example, by your words, by your choices. And that's when success comes. Not because you were looking for it, but because you've become the person it's looking for. Finals are like landing. Now, you're at a fork in the road. You can leave it as it is, or you can choose the path of becoming. A path where you're not perfect, but you're honest. Where you're not a superhero, but you're dependable. Where you don't yell about your goals, but you get closer to them every day. Become a person who lives with self-respect, and success will begin to respect you. Now take 3 minutes for yourself. Close your eyes and ask yourself 3 questions. 1. Who do I want to become? Not outwardly, but inwardly. 2. What 3 qualities of this person can I develop today? 3. What one simple action will I do by the end of the day to get closer to him or her? Write your answers in the comments. Let them be your launching point. When you speak, it's an intention. When you write, it's a choice. And sign off, because this isn't the finale, it's just the beginning. On this channel are the best tools for transformation. You are not alone. You're on a journey, and I'm walking beside you.